And we are now live. We're back with another end of day PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. All right, so today was FOMC, and just as predicted in our previous video, the Fed did absolutely nothing, which was scenario number one, the best case scenario. A bad case scenario would have been them raising in a quarter basis point, and the idiot response would have been 50 basis points. I told you straight up that they wasn't going to do nothing. They're not. I knew they're either they're stupid or they're incompetent. Which one is it? Today they showed that they weren't stupid. Okay, but they also admitted that for the most part, there's nothing the Fed really can do. This is the first time I've ever heard a Fed chairperson stumble and bumble over their words. I thought I was listening to a cartoon episode of Porky Pig. All I was hearing from the chairman was he was tongue tied. He didn't know what to say. And the funny part is, when they do these COVID panel things where it looks like the episode of the Brady Bunch when it comes on, you have all these squares and people's faces in the squares. I mean, this ain't Hollywood Squares, man. We know that the questions are already predetermined, and he already has prepared answers for all those questions, and we know they only put certain people on there, to fit a narrative. Normally, it's young, quote unquote, attractive females, most of which look like they were not even alive during 9/11. All right, look, they were born in 2000. They look like they're between the ages of 19 and 23, maybe. All right, so these are young kids. They don't know nothing. They're just reading from a script too. All right, they're told this is what the question you're going to ask them, and this is what we want you to do. You only saw a couple of old heads in the Hollywood Squares, and everyone else was some young, attractive female. As you know, this is the age of the woman, so you're seeing way more women on television, women everything, women CEOs, women economists, women analysts, and you're seeing a lot of quote unquote ethnicity as well. I'm seeing more black and brown faces on Bloomberg and CNBC than I've ever seen since they've been on the air. Back in the 90s, you couldn't find a black face. As a matter of fact, you knew who the black faces were because there was only two of them. All right, one of them was the head person over at Ariel Capital Management, who then married George Lucas, and the other one switched over to Fox Business, Mr. Payne himself. So those are only two black faces I recall ever seeing on the business channels, and now that's all you see. As a matter of fact, when they first started out on these business channels as well, you heard a lot of orchestra type music being played. A lot of conservative. You would hear some Beethoven, some Bach, all these different, orchestra type, symphony type musics. Then all of a sudden, there was a shift, there was a change, and they started playing hip hop on CNBC. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, playing hip hop on a business channel. All right, this is what it is. I say all that to say that there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that you're seeing has already happened before, and it's just what it is. There's no way around it. You have to deal with it. It is what it is. Okay, so looking at our first chart, let me share my screen with you. You notice, since this is FOMC, excuse me, we're going to start off with bonds. All right, so as anticipated, you are in a downtrend. You're in the red zone. And what did I tell you? Look at this bar. This is today's bar on the TLT ticker, straight down, crashing into the close, ending deep in the red and threatening to roll over and fall off the cliff here. All right. Accelerating to the downside. Got a little technical bounce, and that was it. That was it. That's all she wrote. The market needs to do something here because the lower the bond price, the higher the yield, the higher the interest rate. Interest rates have to go higher. Now we know that the Fed's been in here manipulating it. As these bond prices have been falling, we should have seen interest rates, several points higher by now. Interest rates should be in the neighborhood between 7 to 9%, but instead they're still at 0. Okay. Moving on to the next chart, helping you to know what to do with your money. Here's the US dollar. All right. Now, the US dollar, as you can see here, rallied into the close. We're now midway in the 96 handle on the US dollar index. You are now in the green zone. It's turned into a bullish environment for the dollar, which means you're going to see weakness across the board for the remaining currencies like your euro, dollar. It's just what it is. Flipping the script onto your commodities, you see soybeans also rallied into the close, an identical bar as what you just saw with the US dollar index. This is not supposed to happen theoretically. Strong dollar puts pressure on your commodities price, and instead we got beans in the teens. This soybean chart closed the day at $14.40. That's right, $14.40 a bushel. $14.40. When I first started in the biz, soybeans was at $4. Now you're at $14. The price is quadrupled, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Inflation? That's hyperinflation. Your soybeans are now almost 4 times the price that they were when I first came into the business. Come on, man. Look at this chart. This rally began back on November the 9th, and it's just been straight up since. You have rallied from $11.71 all the way up to $14.40. Yeah, it's not looking good for the grocery bill right now. Grocery bill's looking whack. All right. Taking a look at what you're gonna be paying now for heating costs as it's below freezing outside. Oil rallied into the close today too. $87.35 a barrel. Smiling at $90 a barrel. And this happened on the back of a rally alert buy signal from last night into today. And you saw the upside production there from the rally alert. Okay. This is what you are seeing right now. So that you're in that corrective state. Market is broken out from the corrective state and it's ready to start trending again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, trending again. The bulls are winning again. Okay. So you can't make this stuff up, people. That's why we tell you what's up before it happens. We tell you what the market is so you can get in there and bang it out and do what you have to do. That's what we do here. That's how we roll. That's how we get down. All right. Now you know how we give it up. That's what we do. We put you in a position so that you can make some money. Okay. Make some money. All right. Moving right along. I'm going to end it now with the Bitcoin. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had an interesting move today. All right. So you had this rally and then here it goes crashing into the close on the Bitcoin futures. I think the market's gunning for this bearish pointer right here. And you're about to see Bitcoin head south of 32,000. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is a bear market. As you can see here, it began on this bar right here, December the 28th, all the way down to this downside production, massive downside production. Is it time to buy yet? No. you had a brief little opportunity back here on December the 20th, right before Christmas. Could have made a little bit of something something. Would have been tough though with the holiday and everything, but really the real trade was the sell here, and then you got your second sell alert right here on November the 13th. So right now the bears are the ones that are killing it in the Bitcoin. All right, so every time you get these primary crash alerts, there's nice up or downside movement, and you just have to go with what the market is giving you. All right, and I haven't forgot about you gold bugs out there. Let me go ahead and show you what your gold looking like. All right, as you can see here, not a lot going on the weekly chart. Yes, you got up here toward the resistance, and the market has quickly retreated from that and is heading down. It's now back down below the Kumo cloud, and the trend line support is now in play. And so you're looking at a market coming down to around, I want to say, the $1,800 handle. So I think the market is threatening to drop back below 1,800. You need to take precautions on this one. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. And then, of course, pulling up the weekly here on your silver. So far, it's trying to give itself a crash alert sell signal going into next week. But as you can see here, it's just not a lot going on. So I know not a lot to be cheering for. Today was a very pivotal day. And I just want to show you that we do know what we're talking about over here at the PulseWave Trading House. And you know what it is, man. It's the inflation is about to get a lot worse. The Fed chairman mentioned that he sees the supply chain issue lasting well beyond 2023. So this is something that's only going to get worse. And you gotta strap in, fasten your seatbelts because it's going to be a bumpy ride. All right. So I know bear or bad news. What you want me to tell you? You know. Anyway, smash the like button. You know what it is, man. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Smash that like button. Peace.